Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I created this look right here. So if you like it, please keep watching and I'll see you soon. So first off, I'm going to go in with my Malibu face cream, which is a 30 SPF high protection face lotion. I'm going to use a 5p size amount. I'm then going to go in with my Sleek Control Shine and Prime Primer. Just work that into my cheeks and my nose, my forehead and my neck. I'm then going to go in with my Rimmel Match Perfection Foundation 402 Bronze and my black Opal True Colour Foundation in Truly Topaz. I'm going to use about a pump and a half of each, and I'm going to mix those together with the back of a brush. I'm now going to apply the foundation with the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. Just going to put that all over my face. Once I've done that, I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. I use a dry sponge as it gives a fuller coverage. Next, I'm going to apply my Makeup Revolution Focus and Fix Liquid Concealer in the shade Medium Dark. I'm going to apply it underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, my chin, my forehead, and underneath my eyebrows on my brow bone. I'm then going to blend this out with the same Miracle Complexion Sponge by Real Techniques. I'm now going to be using my Real Techniques buffing brush and applying my Makeup Academy translucent pressed powder all over my face. This is honestly one of the best translucent powders I've ever used, and it's only £1 in Superdrug, so you guys need to go out and get that ASAP. Now moving on to the eyes, I'm going to be using OPV Beauty's Gorgeous Palette. I'm also going to be using a fluffy eyeshadow brush. I bought this off Amazon in a pack. I shall put the link in the description box. I am going to be using the lightest orange shade in the palette. So I'm going to start off by applying this to my lid, and eventually I'm just going to be blending it out into my brow bone. I'm just going to go over that one more time, do another coat, make the shadow very vibrant and just blend it out a little bit more so it looks a bit more seamless. I'm now going to be taking my Real Techniques Dulux Crease Brush, and I'm going to be using the Puce kind of dark reddish brown colour at the bottom of the palette. I'm going to blend this into my crease as a transition shade for the next colour I will be applying. I'm now going to be using the same Real Techniques Dulux Crease Brush and applying a tiny bit of the matte black shadow in the palette. The shadow is very pigmented, so a little goes a long way. And I'm just going to be blending that into my crease and into my brow bone. I'm now going to take my Real Techniques base shadow brush and mix the red and the puce colours together. I'm going to be running this underneath my eyelid while I look like I'm being possessed, because apparently I can't apply shadow underneath my eye without looking like a weirdo. I'll now be taking a flat-headed brush that I also purchased off Amazon, and I will be using the Baby Pink Shimmery Shadow. This shadow can easily be used as a highlighter. It's gorgeous and it's so pigmented. I'll be applying this with a flat-headed brush, blending it out a little bit with my finger, and then I'll be taking the Real Techniques base shadow brush, applying a little more shadow on that, and blending it out further to make it seem a bit more seamless. I will now be taking the NYX Final Liquid Liner in the shade Black. I'll then start by drawing the wing of the liner. I'll then draw a thin line over my lash line and join it onto the wing. As I go along, I'll make the liner thicker and eventually I'll draw a straight line from the edge of the wing to the middle of my eye to create the perfect winged liner. I'm now going to be taking the Real Techniques brow brush, and I'm going to be taking a little bit of my foundation and just cleaning up the liner a bit. I find that the brush really just helps you get in as close as possible to the liner, and then I take my Miracle Complexion sponge and with the pointy end to just blend it out a little bit more. I'll now be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade in the shade Ebony. I'll be using a spoolie to brush my eyebrows in a downwards direction, and I'll be taking a slanted brush, putting a little product on it, and I'll be following the natural shape of my brows. Now onto the lashes. I'll be using Maybelline's Lash Sensational Mascara in the shade Black, and I'll just be taking the product from the tip of the brush, putting it on my lashes and dragging the brush through my lashes for even distribution. Remember, the more layers you put on, the thicker your mascara is going to get, so make sure you separate your lashes every time you put a coat on. I'll now be using the Ministar Blush and Contour Palette, and I will be taking a Real Techniques Duo Fibre face brush. I'll be applying a little bit of the darkest shade just on my cheekbones to make them pop, as I'll now be applying the Ben Nye Banana Powder. I'll be baking my face. So I'll be applying that with a Real Techniques Miracle Complexion sponge, just underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, cupid's bow, chin and forehead. This stuff takes time, so I waited a good 10 minutes and it gives you the perfect result. So after waiting what felt like forever, I take my Real Techniques buffing brush again, and I'm just going to be buffing the banana powder out. So I'll now be going in with the same Ministar Blush and Contour Palette and using the same Duo Fibre face brush. I'll be using the bronzer and just buffing that into my cheeks, blending that out, make my cheekbones pop. With the same brush I'm just tapping off the excess, and I'll be using the pink blusher in the palette, and I'll be applying that to the apples of my cheeks. Now for highlight I'll be using the Duo Fibre contour brush. Now even though it's a contour brush, it picks up the perfect amount of highlighter and it just distributes it beautifully. So I'll just be applying that to the high points of my face, so the top of my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and then just, you know, the cupid's bow, and a little on the chin and the forehead. Now the final step, which is lips. I will be using the sleek Matte Me liquid lipstick in the shade Fired Up. Now this lipstick, you can have really natural eye makeup or you can have a full glam like I do, and either way it works beautifully. This is honestly like one of the best liquid lipsticks and it has a great consistency. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please share, comment, like or subscribe, or you can do all of them. If you have any requests of looks you'd like to see, please put in the comment box below. Thank you again, bye!